Hey, Bitify family, Patrick Powers here with brand new Diamond Executive Denise Hillis, sorry. Right. All right. So Denise, congratulations, first of all. It's amazing. And I can't wait to hear your story. I heard a little bit about it here in the just leading up to the interview here. So tell us a little bit about your background and why you joined Bitify. By the way, I'm going to also say that Denise is she's in Australia, in Queensland, far up north, where the weather is nice and toasty.
That's right, yes. Yeah. Well, I've always been had a job for years and years and years, and then later on I thought I'd like to try something different. So I got into network marketing at 59, would you believe, and started late, but got into a company where I was quite successful, but it took 4.5 years to get to a sort of fairly top spot. And the process was, God, it's just so hard in those days. You know, you'd be calling into people, dropping off a little cassette tape for them to listen to, ringing them up to see if they'd listen to it, all that sort of stuff. So really got into doing that in the really hard way in the old days, like 24 years ago now. So that's how I started, actually.
Fantastic. And I love especially the fact that you continued even though it took you like 4.5 years to get a significant position, because most people, as you know, they just quit so quickly. So well done. So but then the business kind of stagnated, as I understand, and you basically retired, right? And can we, by the way, can we say how old you are?
Yeah, you can.
Denise is 83 years old and almost 84. Right. So, folks, it's never too late to do something significant. So yeah. So you retired, and then something happened.
Yeah. Then I got a call about 6 months ago. Totally retired, minding my own business up here, just doing what I wanted every day. I suppose, sitting around not waiting to die so much, as just thinking, well, everything, I've accomplished, I've done now. So but that was not to be. I got a message from my daughter, who was in Melbourne at the time, and she said, Mum, I've got something I want you to look at. And, of course, the first reaction was, what's she doing now, sort of thing, because, she's quite a bit younger than me. Anyhow, I said I'd have a look, because she's usually got good judgment, and she joined me in a couple of things, and I've joined her in a couple of things. So she sent me, I think it was a little short technology video on the Nanofy and the Curcuma Plus, and I think a testimonial and something else, I can't remember what. And I'm not technical at all in any way or scientific, but with that short little video of the technology, the nanotechnology, I saw it straight away. I absolutely knew that this was going to be something great. So to me, it was a no-brainer. To try it myself and to share it with people. And I started ringing people up and telling them about it. So that's how I got started, out of full retirement. Never been busier.
Fantastic. And how long ago is that?
I joined in mid-March. I had to wait 4 weeks to get my product held up in customs. I didn't have a bottle to try, but I didn't need that because my daughter got terrific results with something with her. And so I thought, if this reduces inflammation like it says it does, I understood that gave the body the chance to heal and repair. And I thought, well, once you can get the inflammation down, it's going to make a lot of difference to a lot of people's lives. So I started sharing immediately before I had the product or anything to try. So I just went out on faith, total faith, and it seems to have worked for me.
Yeah, because you, within a month, when you got the products, you were almost master at that point, correct?
I was senior and tracking for master. Then I started taking the products, and I think I probably got to master maybe end April or something like that. So about 6 weeks. And it was purely, I wasn't trying to get anywhere. I was just trying to tell people about it, get them the product wholesale as well, which I felt was very important.
And have you had any results in the products yourself?
I have. One of the things that interested me was I had just started to develop some osteoarthritis in the hands, And that was a few months earlier, and I can tell you I was absolutely devastated and felt quite depressed about that, because I'd been used to playing sport when I was younger, doing fine needlework, cooking everything. And the thought of losing like some of the use of my hands was quite depressing. So I had hopes that if I tried this, that I might get some results. The inflammation might go down, and I might start to see some changes, which I have. And that was really, it was so heartening. But as I said, it took the 4 weeks to get the product, and then to get on it, and then a few days to start to feel the pain going and things like that. So
okay. That's great. So share some of your secrets to how you got the business going so relatively quickly, because we're on the 2nd of October, and you started and you said March, so it's fairly quick.
Yeah, it
fairly
was.
Quickly that you built it.
Well, I thought, well, as we all have, I had the usual suspects in mind, and I rang, as I said, my best friends, talked to them, and they weren't interested at all. They just said, "Oh no, there's plenty of those products in the chemist shops," and they couldn't understand anything different. They weren't interested. They're going through a tough time financially as well. But I kept calling people, messaging people, sending a little video, which I thought was really important for people to understand what the difference was between our curcumin and the turmerics and curcumins in the pharmacies and all that. So that was what really changed me. And I sent a couple of good testimonials. I told my testimonial. And people either were two kinds of people. They either said straight away, yes, I want to get in. I want some for myself. Or they didn't know anything about it, and they just thought it was just another run-of-the-mill product. So, but I got enough people interested, and I was helping them to talk to other people on their behalf. And that's sort of how it started off. I didn't have any... I wasn't afraid to talk about it. I didn't have any hesitation. I wasn't scared to sort of approach people. I didn't care who they were. They was simply just people to me that might need the product.
And you said, I love this phrase you said earlier, like if you're not going to talk to people, then who was, or something like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. People would say to me, "Oh, don't approach this person or that person because they're in some other business and they might lose their position in that business." And I thought to myself, and I said, well, I think everybody needs this product, and if I don't tell them, maybe nobody will. If I don't tell them, who will? So I just thought everybody needs to know what they do with it at their end. I didn't mind. They could either grab it with both hands like I did, or they could say no thanks, and I was fine with it. I just moved on. So,
And how many people do you think you've talked to get to the point where you're now as Diamond?
Well, I talked to a lot of people on my own behalf, and then I got quite a few people in. I got my 3 people in, and it wasn't a case of looking at business builders. I just got people in, that my sister who really needed the product, a friend who really, really needed the product and needed financial help, and then another lady who didn't need financial help but was really happy with the product. So I didn't sort of just grab business builders and put them in, but I looked at putting people under those people to help them and talking to friends and acquaintances of theirs on their behalf, because I was staying just one step of everybody, just had that little bit more knowledge, but I wasn't an expert and I didn't pretend to be an expert, and I still don't today. I send them great videos, I direct them to Disruptive Wellness or to, our team's website here in Australia and New Zealand. Things like that. I send them to places to sort of look for themselves, to make their own decisions. That way I know when they come back to me that they've made a decision, either yes or no, and I'm happy with that.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, it's so important to use tools and not be the expert. So I just you really, really get it. And it's great proof that that's the way to do the business. So, do you have any things that you think is like your secret, or something that you're doing special, or like tips that we can take and run with?
I think what works with me is that I really love helping people. We all need to be needed in some way, particularly when you're retired a bit and you do what you like every day and you're just doing fairly mundane things really. But when you see a need and you feel you can help fill that need, and help people change their lives in every way possible. That gave me a mission or a cause, if you like, and it got me passionate, and I had faith that the company was great. I'd looked into it, found out about the owners, certainly believed in the product and company, and I looked at the financial plan because I need to know a little bit about that, and having been in networking before, I could compare it. And this is absolutely amazing, this plan, which it's turned out to be. So I knew I could help people financially, particularly some friends that were doing it really, really tough, especially after COVID. That's affected everybody to some extent or other. And I just knew that the product combined with the compensation plan was just an amazing double, if you like. So I just proceeded to, if people needed to know about that, I would again send information. I didn't try and be a master of the plan. I still don't understand half of it, but I don't need to, because there's experts that talk about it and show you in the videos and stuff. So I sent a lot of stuff through Messenger. I just used Messenger, Facebook, things like that.
Okay.
It was very, very quick, very efficient. You can contact people on Facebook, It's so good compared to what I was dragging around doing 24 years ago, giving people
and I remember sometime even we had photocopies of brochures, or sometimes photocopies of photocopies, and absolutely crazy. And we still build businesses,
Well, I had the most outdated sort of computer in those days too, and I'm not tech savvy at all, because, it's one of the things that I'll never pick up really well. I learn what I need to, but that's an area that I'm not great in. But I love people. I love talking to people. I love helping people. It's just so, it's amazing seeing the change in some people's lives that I've talked to, how they've grown, how they've blossomed, and how we can help them get through sometimes the blocks. They want the business, they know the products, but they want the business, but they quite don't know how to get through it. And I feel that I can help in that, because I've been through that myself, the fear of approaching people, the fear of rejection, the fear of people saying no. But with this product, this company, I've got absolutely no fear of rejection. If someone doesn't see it, it's not because it's not a good product, it's because they're ready, or they're not, it's not the right time for them. And I have had...
Or they've been burned badly, and people just afraid of doing something new,
Well, I've had them come in 6 months later. Like, my best friends came in a lot later finally, and now they're getting such fantastic results with the products themselves and their daughter. And they've got another couple that's just come in that I sort of talked to probably nearly 6 months ago. And I just, every now and again, I'd send them a little thing or bring them to see how they were. Didn't pester them, but just left them there. And then, just at the end of last month, I just said to them, just offered them a gift of a couple of bottles if they wanted to get their wholesale pack, because she'd got good results. And they said straight away, yes. So it was just the right time. Sometimes it's timing. So that's how I'm very low key. And we have good people meetings in our house. They pop around. We sit around the table chatting with a cuppa and a biscuit, and we might get some information out, or we'll tell our own testimonials, which are usually pretty impressive. So just keep it local, friendly, a lot of fun.
So you do a lot of home meetings?
Yeah, we're just starting to now. Because where I am, I'm in a little town of about 7,000 people. It's a busy little town, but we're pretty isolated, and most of my business is in New Zealand or around Australia, just starting to drift into some of the other countries now. But one of my dreams in the beginning was to have a group all around here where we can have meetings in home at my house or at their house, just a few blocks away in the same suburb. And that's all developing now, and it's just lovely. People popping in, getting some bottles from me to send off to people. I can't keep up with the bottles, of course. So
it's an amazing problem to have.
Well, I had this dream of having this. One of the things I really wanted right at the beginning was to have some business builders around me, and just ordinary folks, and mainly women they are, but a couple of men as well, who just pop in. We can have a meeting here at their place and just have it low key. If we want, we can put a presentation up on the TV, for a bigger group. But we're just starting it now, and it's a lot of fun. And tomorrow night I'm going around to one of the girls' houses. She's going to have it there. and that will be good for her. That'll help her. She's only just joined about 3 weeks ago. That'll help her sort of develop a bit of leadership and things like, which I don't want to be doing is for everyone forever, but it's lovely to be able to help develop the girls into leadership and just keep it low key, so there's no fear attached to it.
Yeah, I love your passion also for sharing the gift of the business opportunity, because I think that there's a lot of people in Bitify, because of the strength of the product, there's a lot of people that kind of feel funny about going out and sharing the business opportunity. But you know, I mean, from my perspective, the business opportunity also almost saved my life, and even also physically, because you know, when you're in a situation where you're either under tremendous financial stress, or you're doing something you really, really dislike, like something that's not fulfilling your purpose and your heart and all that kind of stuff, that can lead to physical disease. And in my case, it did, right? So, you know, I think what we have with the business opportunity is such a gift as well that needs to be shared as well. And so I just love your passion for that. Also, I want to just also stress that you're doing really well in Australia and New Zealand right now, despite that there's also massive problems with deliveries.
Yes, that has been amazing. We've had the shipping delays because of, I think in some ways we caused that ourselves, because we did so well in, you know, I think started February somebody, and I think we got a challenge thrown at us. If you can do $100,000 in 6 months, we might think about opening there. Well, I think we did it in 6 weeks or something. Corporate had to sit up and look at us, and then we were getting, it was like a double delivery to someone in America, then out to us, which was costing a lot in shipping. But I never lost the faith, and the ones that were with me never lost the faith. I said the product is worth paying the extra for. It is worth the delays. And even through all these shipping delays, and particularly in New Zealand got hit with customs holding up the larger packs, and then having to pay, you know, extra and things like that. It hit them more than us. But one thing here, and I said to everyone, don't lose the faith. Look at the great big global picture here. Don't lose sight of what our aim is in 6 months, 12 months. And we got through it, and the September was particularly bad, with people complaining. Some slipped through the cracks with their deliveries. We couldn't find them, we couldn't get them. But despite that, apparently the business has grown, I don't know, worldwide 40%. And I know a lot of that was Australia and New Zealand. I went from elite, I'd been at elite for 3 months, and I was sort of edging up to sort of 60%. But just in September, because of, I don't know, the belief, and people started to see, look, we'll look back and say, oh, remember there was some shipping delays way back then, you know, in September, and they'll say, oh, yeah, that's right. And that's what it'll be. And I mean, you know, what I say to people, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, because your pack hasn't come. Don't sit there moaning and whinging, your pack hasn't come. Get out and tell people about the product. And get them on the product at least. And then these people, their business is totally stalled, nothing's happened, but we just kept going through it all. So I think you've got to find a way over it, under it, around it, whatever, because there'll always be things happen in business. We know that, don't we?
Totally.
But if you lose sight of your vision and your goal and your desire and passion to help others succeed and get some money coming to the household, you'll get over anything, basically. So
yeah, absolutely. I saw this quote the other day. I saw this quote the other day that was to the extent of, like, if you believe in yourself, then you will see the opportunity, and if you don't believe in yourself, you will see the obstacles.
Yes.
Right? And that's basically what it comes down to. Like, do you believe in yourself, then you will find a way, you know, over, under, around it, or whatever. You know.
A couple of people have said to me their problem is they get people on the bottles, they'll send them a bottle or two or something like that. And they said, well, I don't know how to get them into the business. And I said, well, what I do is, you know, I might contact somebody myself, or somebody is contacting somebody. What we'll do, we'll send them a bottle to try, and, you know, for a family, I might give a bottle as a gift, but we just charge wholesale and postage so that we can get more product. And when they want another bottle, we may send a second, but usually we don't. We just say to them, look, we're not wholesalers. This is my stock I'm giving you. You know, it's valuable stock and I'm running out. Why don't we get you your own wholesale pack? Would you like the little personal pack? Would you like the family pack that you can share with friends and family? Or, you know, if they have a business of some kind, we say to them, well, you might like the large pack with 48 bottles, and that'll keep everyone going for months. So I just transition across like that quite easily. There's no big deal in getting them from trying a bottle that you've sold them at wholesale to getting them. If they're getting good results, they usually say, oh, yeah, well, how much are the packs? And I might just send the packs over to them and say, let me know which one you want. Because I'm assuming they're going to get a pack. If you assume they're going to get one of the packs, they usually do.
Yeah.
So you can say, which pack did you choose?
Amazing. Can you just share again what you said about how you frame the different size of the packs? Because I love that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I would say to them, if I know, I usually know. I like to find out a lot about people that I'm talking to, either on my behalf or someone else's behalf. So I'll find out a bit about the family history, who they are, everything like that. So I pretty much will have an idea of what maybe the ailment is or what results they're getting. So I sort of have an idea of which pack might be good for them. And so I'll just say to them, well, look, I haven't got any stock left. I've only got a little bit of stock left. I'm sorry. And I know you need the stock yourself. Let's get you your own wholesale pack so that you're getting it at the best price. Which one would you like? Would you like little personal pack with 9 bottles that, you know, that'll do you for a few months? Or would you like the family pack if, you know, got a partner or kids or friends, 22 bottles? Or would you like the big pack, which is 48 bottles, and that will see you all going for months and months. So I just let them choose which one they want. And they usually, they think about it, and they've usually, if you've sent them or told them, they've usually got an idea in their mind which one they want anyway. So just say, well, let's get you going. Let's get you registered. The sooner we get you registered, the sooner you'll get your pack and products. So if keep everything sort of low key and natural, there's no block there to switching from sending them a bottle that they've tried to then saying, you need to get your own wholesale products, and then you can order them online whenever you want. Tell your friends about them. So to me, it's a natural, just a slide through, if you like, you know.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. I totally love that. I'm going to steal that and use it in our training, because I think that's one of the things that we might have missed a little bit out on in training people how to close it and how to do it naturally. And, you know, like you just said, you know, there is no pressure, there's no awkwardness. It's just like presenting, here are the options. Which option would you like to go with? Right. Totally love it. Cool. Listen, this has been incredible. And I would love to get you on some of our trainings at some point. I'm sure that we're going to see you at a live training somewhere in the world at some point.
Oh, definitely. That's my dream, the travel.
Yeah, traveling is amazing, isn't it? So, but is there anything that you'd like to share with the team, with Vidify in general?
Yeah, just to know we have something so valuable, you know, and the company's so ethical. And sure, there's been delays in shipping, but as I said, we've barged in, we've sold so much, we've probably made Europe short and everyone's short. And I know they're madly, you know, tripling production and everything like that. So we have a fantastic product that helps people, anyone with inflammation. And you show me someone who hasn't got inflammation, I believe it can help, including, you know, kids and pets. Seen some great results with pets. We need to just tell people about it. Just say, we've just come across this amazing curcumin that it's just been, the technology is amazing, straight into your bloodstream, reducing inflammation. Would you like to try some? You know, just, you don't have to, it's not a whole lot of technical stuff. You don't have to bog them down with detail. The less you say, the better. But make what you say vital and important, and pique their interest, make it attractive to them, and then just, if they've tried it and get a result, just say, oh, we've got to get you your own pack now. Which one do you want?
I love it. It sounds so simple. So amazing. Yeah. Denise, it's been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for your contribution. And again, congratulations for going diamond. I'm sure you're already setting your sights on something bigger, going towards double, triple diamond.
Well, I just want to add one thing. I've had the most incredible help from my daughter and her fiance, Serge in New Zealand. Absolutely beautiful. All the things that I'm not good at, they do for me, and they let me loose to talk to people. And also, fantastic team of people that you can't get here by yourself. It just takes a whole lot of beautiful people working together as a community, as a team, and sharing and caring. So I owe it to other people other than myself. I'm just a part of it, but you know, I just love that I'm needed now. I have a mission to help, and my daughter says I'll have to live to 120 now.
Of course, and with these products, there's a good chance that we will. So, okay. Thank you so much again, Denise. Have an amazing day, and I hope to see you soon in the real world.
Yeah.
Bye for now.
Bye.